Oh, hi.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be reading the Remarried Empress episode 112 to 114. And if you guys enjoy my narration, reading style, reaction, feel free to subscribe, leave a thumbs up, and let's get started. And just to remind you, the last episode that we read, we literally saw King Henry naked and it was very steamy. Well, he was getting dressed and then the carriage lost a wheel and so they kind of stumble upon each other and it was getting very like steamy in there. So let's get started. Oh, this is Rashta and her wedding. Why does she look so pensive? Mm. Navier! Dum. Navier! Dum. Dum. Is he crying? Dum. Dum. Oh. He woke up, I'm assuming, next to Rashta, screaming Navier's name, and that literally broke Rashta right here. I was wondering if he had bumped into something. But, in fact, he had been pinning for the former Empress like that every day. Lady Rashta.
Oh, what do you think, your lordship? Do you think I'll stand out more than anyone else if I wear this to the wedding?
Of course, you always look radiant, no matter what you wear.
La la la.
She looks like she's in a good mood, so it should be fine if I pass on this news now, right? Come to think of it, I heard the Western Kingdom's delegation arrived yesterday. They're likely to enter the palace soon.
Who did you say has arrived?
The delegation from the Western Kingdom.
Is the former Empress here, too?
Yes.
Make this dress prettier than it is now. Add more jewelry, gemstones, and whatever else you have.
The Remarried Empress, episode 112. The South Palace of the Eastern Empire. Sovieshu seemed to take our arrival in stride. I appreciate you coming all this way. I thank the Western Kingdom for this goodwill. He looked kind of cute at this angle, just saying. Even though he's a POS, okay? Most people would think he was fine, but I know better. Sovieshu always has that look on his face when he has to pretend that things are fine. This is an accommodation that I carefully prepared for a state guest. It feels strange to me despite being such a familiar sight. Back when I was overseeing how this place was to be decorated, I had no idea that I would end up staying here as a guest one day. You just never know what's going to happen next. Your Majesty. Oh, I brought you some tea. Miss Laura and Countess Jobert left for their homes like you ordered them to, after checking that Your Majesty's things had been put away safely. I see. It feels a bit strange to be here with just the two of us when I've gotten used to there being 4 ladies in waiting.
That's true.
I'm sure they feel their absence since they were already like family. Just like how close Krista's ladies in waitings are too. Your Imperial Majesty. Please, excuse me. I should address you as Your Royal Highness. Countess Elisa! Please, have a seat. How have you been? How are my other former ladies in waiting doing? We are all doing well. They just told me that they will come and visit Your Majesty as a group soon. I'm glad to hear it. So, how are you, Your Majesty? I did read some news about Your Majesty in the papers, but I'm doing well. Miss Rose and Miss Mastis are helping me out in many ways, and I am now reunited with my brother. Commanding. What about King Henry? How is he? I can't even tell you how close they are. It's delightful to see them together. It's as if she's remembering what she saw when the carriage wheel broke. It seems His Majesty treats Your Majesty very well. My queen. My queen. Aren't you neglecting your husband too much? I came by because I got jealous. It's an honor to meet you, Your Majesty. He's openly saying those embarrassing things again. What's wrong? I missed you, my queen. It's such a beautiful scenery. Oh my. My queen. It would be better if he conducted himself with more dignity in front of other people, since he's a king of an entire nation now. I'll have to talk to him about this later when we're alone. For a few days, starting with Countess Elisa's visit, my other former ladies-in-waiting and friends came to visit, and I had a good time. Tomorrow's already the day of the wedding. Indeed. Do you remember that time? Huh? We once walked here together while talking about your birthday. So we did. And you tried to feed me bugs. That's because I didn't know you were queen back then. Were you shocked? I still flinch whenever I see a bug. You said back then that queen doesn't eat bugs even if they're cut. You're more of a scaredy cat than you look. Aren't you scared of bugs? Not at all. Then if we run into a bug when we're out on a date at night, you can kill it. Look here. I'll take care of any other creatures. I'd rather not. Stop. Who is it? What? Oh. He is mad. To be continued. Whew, this is awkward. Even. I'd like you to stay. The situation feels exactly the same as what happened back then. Curtsy. Your Majesty. He looks so uptight with his outfit. It feels like his, I don't know what this is called. It's not a tie, is it? It looks like it's choking him. Like, King Henry, I'd like to speak with Lady Navier in private. My apologies, but I cannot leave my wife in the company of another man who appears to be angry. Even if it's the request from the Emperor. Another man! Lady Navier is my wife. The Empress is my wife, not your guide. Ugh. Navier, there's something I want to talk to you about. Go ahead. I need to talk to you in private. I want to know what else he has to say after all this time, but if I go with him now... I'm sorry, Your Majesty, but I need to stay with my husband at the moment. You go, girl. Defend your man. Unless it's an urgent matter. Turn. Navier! Huh. he looks so desperate. Like, you can tell, yeah, he's like a narcissist and he lost all control over someone or something, and so he gets aggressive. But when he realized he don't have that power over you anymore, he starts to look like that. So don't fall for it, ladies and men. If you're in a very toxic relationship and you're trying to get out of it and trying to run away from them and they keep on trying to pull you back, just keep walking. Trust me, they will never change. The Remarried Empress, episode 113. The following day was the day of Sovieshu and Rashta's wedding. They made the hall glitter by decorating it with elaborate music instead of using gemstones. Magic. By decorating it with elaborate magic instead of using gemstone, which looked like snowflakes that glistening in the air during winter. He put so much effort into the wedding preparations for Rashta. And yet he says he's only going to make her his empress for a year. How ridiculous. Ding, 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 ding. It is really beautiful. Please stand for the arrival of the bride and groom. Ding, 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 ding. Oh my gosh, look at her dress. Oh,
I wonder how unseemly her dress was because Countess Elisa took the trouble to send someone to me to tell me about it.
oh my gosh, that is over the top.
Dazzling.
We're gonna take a second to look at her dress. Like, it looks like they just barfed out a bunch of gemstone on it. It's not very cute, honestly. It's too much going on here. If she had worn the dress that had originally been prepared without taking the Countess' advice into account, she and His Majesty would have looked like they were competing to outdo each other, no matter what her intentions were.
You're right.
There's no way Sovieshu or the designer would have let Rashta dress like that, so Rashta must have insisted on it.
I can't believe someone who looks that sweet and innocent is wearing something that flashy. Did she always have such extravagant taste, Your Majesty?
The Rashta I know usually wore simple dresses in light and bright tones. That's why she stood out from the ostentatiously dressed nobles like a pretty wildflower. High society was attracted to her refreshingly different look. Do you, Emperor Sovieshu Trophy, victor of the Eastern Empire, take Rashta Ishka to be your wife? I do. Do you, Rashta Ishka, take Sovieshu Trophy Victor to be your husband?
I do.
Please sign here. Oh my gosh. With this, I declare that a new noble couple now graces the throne of the Eastern Empire. Hurrah! Hurrah! I hope today is the last day that those two will be happy. Whoa, what kind of wish is that? Change out of those clothes.
Huh? But I was taught that I am to take part in the processions in my wedding dress. They said that I need the citizen to see me looking exactly as I did when I took my wedding vows.
Take off those accessories at least. They look ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Click, click. When a new imperial couple is announced in the Eastern Empire, there is a carriage processions led by the couple at the front, followed by foreign royalty. Click, click. It is a tradition that we design to show off to the world how much more powerful and majestic the Eastern Empire is compared to other nations. Click, click. Hurrah! Click, click. She looks so sad. Click, click. Long live Empress Rashta! Please look over here, Empress Rashta.
Huh?
Hurrah! Long live Emperor Sovieshu! Long live Empress Rashta! Hurrah! Empress Rashta! Rashta's dress wasn't what was important. The Western Kingdom is the most powerful nation after the Eastern Empire, so I will appear right after Rashta. If the citizens of the Eastern Empire see me, to be continued. So, the carriage pretty much have, you know, the Emperor and Empress, now Rashta, and Sovieshu are in front and the following nations are behind. So pretty much, yeah, right behind them is King Henry and Lady Navier. So it's gonna be very intense because now she's pretty like nervous about like how the people, the citizen of the Eastern Empire would react to seeing her again. So let's go to the next one. Long live Emperor Sovieshu! Long live Empress Rashta! Hurrah! Rashta's dress wasn't that what was important. The Western Kingdom is the most powerful nations after the Eastern Empire, so I will appear right after Rashta. If the citizens of the Eastern Empire see me, Empress Rashta, you look like an angel. Long live Empress Rashta. I will be so nervous too. The Remarried Empress, episode 114. At the reception hall in the evening. Oh, everyone's so gloomy. My heart aches more than I expected after being shunned by people who I once held dear. Your Majesty, it's been a long time since I saw you last, and you still look as beautiful as ever. Fortunately, the Trophy's family's influence remains undiminished. And I still have friends who want to maintain our friendships regardless of my nationality. Whispers. The way people are looking at me now is nothing compared to the stony silence that greeted me during the procession. My queen. Let's dance. Huh? He also been given the cold shoulder because of me. I wonder if he's okay. Oh my. Don't worry about me, my queen. It makes my heart flutter just to be able to stand proudly by your side. Huh? Oh, my hair. It's so beautiful. May I have the next dance, Your Majesty? Sure. It's unexpected, but he's Henry's friend, and he helped me and Henry escape when Sovieshu had the Trophy estate surrounded. Why did you ask me to dance? Huh? Well, Queen Navier, Queen Navier. Oh dear. Oh no. May I have this dance? It's an awkward situation, but I did refuse to talk to him in the garden. and it would probably be rude to reject his request to dance at his wedding. Click, click. Where is Rashta? I'm pretty sure she would not be okay with this sight. In the past, I was sad because he would ignore me and only take care of Rashta. Now the situation is reversed. I wonder what he wants to talk about that is worth drawing all this attention. What's your response? Didn't your messenger tell you? Was there something to pass on? Didn't he tell you that I had nothing to say? Huh? Gloom. To be continued. It's a cliffhanger, and of course you guys are more than welcome to read ahead, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are already caught up with this webtoon, but oh my gosh, the fact that she's just stood there and told him straight like, did your messenger not tell you that I have nothing to say? And he's just like, oh. You know, like, you shouldn't be surprised. You are a jerk. You were a jerk with her. So why do you expect her to give you grace? You know, like, forgive you, you know? So tune in next week for the next episode. I think, reading episode 115 to 70? Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!